I was honestly just so bamboozled, dumbfounded, flabbergasted. All of the above. I was just... Okay, let me rewind and start from the beginning, you guys. Hi guys, it's Ali and welcome back to my channel if you're old, and welcome if you are new. If you've clicked on this video, I presume it's because you've seen a video on my channel before. So most of you should be old members of my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I don't know what we're waiting for at this point. You've watched the video, you've come back for a second one, you might as well subscribe, because why not? So yeah, if you guys haven't seen my first video on this topic, then go ahead and click the link in the description box down below and it will take you to the video that I will be talking about in this video today. For you guys that did leave a comment on my first video, I do apologize, because I did say that I was going to have this video out on Saturday. However, I did film and I forgot stuff, and then I got busy and life just started taking over. So this video is a couple of days late, but that just means that I could address more of the comments, I guess. So yeah, stay tuned for that. This video will be split into two parts. So the first part, I will be kind of answering all your questions, assumptions and speculations and the rest of it, and then y'all gonna need to go get you some tea. I got myself some bubble tea right here, because we are about to spill all the tea, because I cannot have predicted what happened after that video came out. There is no way I could have predicted it, and I am genuinely let's just get into it, because I don't know how else to explain what happened without just showing you guys, because I am still question mark about it. So y'all get y'all some tea, pause the video, get your tea, come back, hit that play button, and we'll be addressing all the speculation, all the questions, everything in this video. So what I did do from that video is I went down, I think there were about 100 comments on that video, and I went down and I kind of just went by themes, like what was coming up a lot, what was being asked a lot, what did people want to know, because I didn't feel like answering, oh sis, where did you get your nails from, if nobody wanted to know that, you know. So I did go and pick out the recurring themes, and I did write them down on my little notepad here. And yeah, it's not really in any kind of particular order. I just kind of did it, I don't know, however. And I think one of the first questions that I should probably answer was, did I pay the girl who did my makeup? And the answer to that question is yes. Unfortunately, I did pay her for that service that I did receive, and the amount I was charged was $79. It was a very, very awkward, weird situation to be in. And in that scenario, when I was by myself with this girl in her house, the best thing for me to do for myself and my safety at that point was to give her her money and go. So that is why I paid. I know a lot of people probably wonder, why would you pay for something that was so bad? It was quite clearly not something worth paying for, so why did you pay? And that is why I paid. The second question, it really had me laughing, like because I didn't even realize myself until I was reading the comments of the questions, and then I was like, true, and that question was, what happened to my lashes? And you know, I don't know. That's the saddest part, is that I have no idea what happened to those lashes. I can only assume that she took them and either kept them for herself, or she reused them and charged someone else to use them. I genuinely have no idea what happened to those lashes. Evidently I have new ones. Like, I have a whole thing of lashes, so it's not like I've lost anything, but those were my Huda lashes. I don't remember what they were. Yeah, so I do have a lot of lashes, so I'm not too hurt about that. It is theft, but sis has lashes, okay? Like, the lashes is the least of my problems in that situation. But to answer the question for you guys who noticed that I didn't end up leaving with them on my face, yeah, she probably still has those lashes. Why she'd want someone else's used lashes, I don't know. There's a lot of things about that girl that I cannot explain because I have no idea. So yeah, that's what happened to those lashes. The third one, this one, for someone who is as calm as I am, and I want to thank Dawn Keatley, who commented on that video. She commented on how I must have been raised to be calm and patient. I really appreciated that comment because it was so on the money, it was so correct, it was so like cool that she was able to see that just from watching me in one video. So this comment that kept coming up was almost really frustrating, and that comment was, did I plan it? And yes, I do understand how people would have drawn that conclusion, because yeah, the girl was acting outrageous, she was. And the situation could have seemed premeditated to anyone watching it just because of how unbelievable the situation was. But what kind of confused me is why people would assume that I would voluntarily put myself in a situation and plan for someone to spray a deodorant in my face. That's the part that I don't understand, is to why YouTube or subscribers or views or viral videos or following a trend would be deep enough for me to voluntarily, not even voluntarily, for me to ask someone to spray deodorant in my face. I don't get it. So yeah, to answer that question, was that video planned? No, it wasn't. But someone did make a really good kind of comment in the comment section, and it did make me laugh a little bit. It made me chuckle because they kind of said, but aren't worst reviewed makeup artist videos planned anyway? Because you're planning to have your makeup done badly. And I was like, you know what? True. It is a planned video. However, not in the sense that you guys were asking me, I suppose, because obviously the fact that I've gone to her knowing that she wasn't gonna do like this amazing job, she wasn't gonna slay, you know, it wasn't gonna be a beat face situation. I guess that part was planned, but in terms of the actual video itself and how terrible and awful it wasn't planned. And there are going to be people who watch this video and who aren't going to believe a single word that I say, and that's fine. I'm doing this more so just to address the comments, address the speculations, and the people who genuinely had their wonders, because there are always going to be people who are going to be skeptical and who are going to say, doesn't matter what you say, it's fake. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. As a content creator, you kind of have to be open to negativity. There are going to be people who are going to have negative things to say. You're not going to get, let's say, 10,000 likes on one video with 0 dislikes. It's not going to happen. Someone is going to dislike what you've put out. And taking that personally every single time and trying to combat it every single time, it's just going to make you tired as a content creator. It's going to take the enjoyment away from YouTube and all of that stuff. So this video is going to do what it's going to do for the people who need it, and it's just going to confirm for other people whatever it is that they want to believe, you know. At the end of the day, people are going to believe what they want, not what's being said or what's the facts or what's the truth. And that's fine, because I'm going to be smiling either way, you know. I do love making videos for you guys. And it is really nice to see all the positive messages and things like that. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys, take a moment out and thank you guys so much for the support. Even thank you for the negativity, because it does push a person to do better and to give them a drive, fire up their ass. So yeah, I digress. And I think one of the final things, well, not the final things, this is the final thing that I thought I would address, because I think I got 4 key things, and those were: did I pay her? What happened to my lashes? Did I plan it? Like, / is it a fake video? And the final question was, why was I crying? And honestly, that question is completely justifiable, because there are things that transpired that day that are not in that video. And the reason I did that, why I cut that bit out, is just because I think even for me to watch it and all the conflict and all the, like, how it was, I just don't think it was necessary to put that in. And because it wasn't funny, it's not entertaining, that part. It's a very serious time, like, to have someone degrade you that much, and someone talk down to you, someone threaten you basically with violence until you gave them money. It's not something that I would have wanted to put in. It's not something that I want to put out to my audience, if that makes a lot of sense. But even having said that, even without that part in the video, if you did watch the video through and through, I was constantly insulted by this girl. And, you know, depending on how emotional you are of a person, someone doing that to you is going to make you sad. It is going to affect you. And that's essentially what happened to me. It was a combination of, this person is literally making me feel terrible. This is the worst situation I have been in. And on top of that, I paid her. I paid her. And yes, I knew she was going to do a bad job, but what people need to understand is I paid for bad makeup. That is what I went there to do. I went there to film I went to the worst reviewed makeup video. That's what I went for. I didn't pay for an attitude. I didn't pay to be insulted. I didn't pay for someone to tell me crazy things and talk about me on the phone to one of her, whatever it was that she was talking to. I didn't pay for someone to take my lashes. And I didn't pay for someone to put deodorant in my face. That is not what I paid for. So for people who wanted to know why that situation made me emotional and why I got upset, that's why. Because of the way I was attacked as a person, and it's not something that I particularly enjoyed. But yeah, I do think I will have the comments for this video disabled, just because that's the choice I'm gonna make. However, for the other video, the comment section will be open, so if you do have a question that you want me to answer, I will be answering them manually from now on, just because I've made this video and I won't be making another one on the same topic. So yeah, you can go ahead and leave a comment on that video, and I'll get back to you on that if you have a question about something that I've said here, or if something doesn't make sense or needs further clarification, then yeah, you can go ahead and leave a comment on that video. So yeah. Now, for the part that most of you guys have probably been waiting for is, so what happened next? Because I did comment on my last video saying that there was an update, and if it was me watching a video on the worst reviewed makeup, I'd be like, what could there possibly be to update? And honestly, there's no way to prepare you guys for what actually happened afterwards. So I'm literally just gonna go straight into it and just let you guys follow as we're going. But just to give you guys a little bit of a background, about 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago, I got a DM on my Instagram, which will be in the description box down below if you guys do want to contact me that way. But I did get an Instagram DM from one of you guys, someone who had seen that video and decided to reach out to me. And the premise of what she was saying was basically that she knew the girl who had done my makeup for that video, because that girl had done her makeup. And what happened next and what she did next and the stuff that happened after that is so jokes that I just had to put it in the video. I had to give you guys that tea, that info, that I wanted you guys to laugh too, because I was honestly just so bamboozled, dumbfounded, flabbergasted, all of the above. I was just, you know, So we're gonna get straight into the DMs right here. I'm gonna have them over here for you guys to see as well. So yeah, this is what happened. She said, hey, so I have some info about the girl who did your makeup in your last video. Would have emailed you but felt super weird to be like, hey, I know that trash ass girl from your channel. Love your content, by the way. Thank you. I said, hey, glad you liked the video. What video are you talking about? The worst reviewed one? He said, yes. That one's the artist is from Florida, isn't she? Like, and then she put like an Instagram handle in there or something like that. And I was like, yes, that's the girl. Because I would not forget that username for the life of me. I'm telling you, because I just remember it so vividly. I don't know if I'm going to expose the full account. Yeah, I'm debating. I might do, might not. And so after that, I basically said to her, I was like, do not go to her. I said, even if it's for a video like I did, she's literally the most unpleasant girl I've ever come across, which is the truth. Like, she was vile. And I never really want to interact with her or see her ever again. I said, I can guarantee that there are better, worse makeup artists out there. Save your coins, sis. Because, you know, if I can give you guys an opportunity to save your coins, I will do that for you. I'm all about saving coins. In fact, I might even do like a little budget-friendly little segment on my channel to have you guys flourishing. This top was $2, okay? $2 for this top, $2.60 actually. But you know, obviously it's £2.60 GBP. But anyway, if you guys want a kind of budget-friendly video and me giving you guys all my little tips and tricks on how you can get your shirts for £2.60, go ahead and leave a thumbs up on this video and I'll be sure to film that. But anyway, she said, well, I already have, but when I went to her, I didn't know she sucked. And you know, all I could say to that was, I'm sorry to hear that. And she said, yeah, I was super bummed. Worst $40 I ever spent. And that's $40. She charged me $79. $79 is how much I paid that girl for that nonsense that she produced on my face. That silliness, that play that she did. $79, you guys. So I felt really, you know. So she said, oh yeah, she's doing the most. I have class soon, so let me just give you the tea on that situation real quick. And I was like, I didn't even know there was tea to spill, because I was honestly so done with that situation. I didn't think that we would still be talking about it in this segment of 2019, in this October, when I filmed that video, I think in August. I didn't think we'd still be about this girl who's just so irrelevant to me. And she said, well, girl, get ready, because it's wild. And then she was like, basically, shortly after I found your channel on YouTube, my mum and I went to confront her because she obviously just be doing this to people, and I wanted my $40 back. At this point, I was like, you know what? Good on you for doing what I couldn't do. Good on you for going back to collect your coins, because it was just ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous what that girl was trying to do. She was exploiting people. So I was like silently applauding her. And she said, I think stealing from young girls is just something she does, because she literally looked at us both emotionless and refused to pay me back. Which I completely get, because that girl was up in here doing, so this, I mean, I didn't need any proof to know we was talking about the same girl, because this was proof enough for me. And she said, so we pulled up your YouTube video and essentially threatened to out her business as fake, which I'm going to do anyway, and I think you should too. To be honest, she's a total psycho and nobody deserves to be scammed like that. She started claiming that you guys, reading it back, it's like she really said these things to another human being. she started claiming that she knew I was filming, that she knew you were lying about filming the video. And she knew you were lying about filming, because if you remember that video, I told her that I was filming for my cousin who was interested in how people get makeup done. And apparently she told this girl that she knew it was for a YouTube video all along, and that's why she did my makeup so bad and was acting so rude. And then went on this insane rant about, she said about how I should actually be thanking her and paying her for giving me content to put on my channel, because my channel would be whack without her. Like, so she charges me $79 for trash. To be perfectly honest with you guys, I could have done my makeup myself. What you guys think of my makeup? Anyway, but obviously, yeah, it was for a video, so I can't really say that. But suggesting that I should now give her money for her giving me content to put on my channel is the biggest joke of 2019. It honestly is. It's the biggest joke that I think I've ever heard, to suggest that a client should now pay you for giving them content for their YouTube channel. Miss me with it. And she said, I've never met someone with so little home training before. My mum literally flipped. Oh, wait, no. My mum literally went full Latina on the flaca. This word I knew. There's going to be another word later on that I had to Google, because I was like, I don't know what she's talking about. And flipped and started, can't even accurately describe the situation for you. And at this point, I was just staring at my phone in absolute disbelief. I was just doing lo 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 lo. And I said, what do you mean? And I said, no. I said, why was she asking me to shout her out then? What was all of that? Do you remember in the video she was like, hey, give me a shout out. Okay. At this point, I was like to her, I said, okay, but sis, how did you know it was her? You could have pulled up on an innocent girl. Because that's very true, she could have. And I wouldn't want someone going to someone else's house or their place of work, which in her case would have been her apartment complex, and essentially just like pulling up on them and just being all violent and aggressive when they weren't guilty of anything. And I said, I don't owe her anything. If anything, she owes me a refund and my damn lashes back, because evidently I didn't get them back. And she said, girl, she must have done my makeup either shortly after you or just before you, because I know those garras. That's the word that I had to Google. I was like, garras? I knew it was Spanish, because she would have said that her mom went Latina on her. So I was like, oh, okay. Google this word and you don't got... It means nails, y'all. If you remember that video, this girl had obnoxious neon orange nails. And she was like, yeah, I know those garras anywhere. And I recognized her complex. It's literally a block away from my mum's work. And I was like, wow. And I just sat there and I just said, yeah, I can't believe her. And she said, she's crazy. She was like, I went on to try and report her, Instagram and all that, but she literally deleted everything. And this I didn't know, because I hadn't actually looked up the girl or her Instagram after my appointment, because I had nothing to say to her, I had nothing to do with her. I was completely done with that situation. But then after this, I did go to look at like the Instagram page. So, and I can't find her. I'm in the UK now. When I was in the US, I would have probably tried to call her number, but we're not doing international charges for useless girls who charge $79. We're not doing it. But this girl couldn't find her anywhere. She's been ignored on all platforms. And at that point I was like, I could try and also get my money back, but if she's not getting a response, I don't think I will get a response. And then I decided to I removed myself from that, and I was like, well, did you at least get your money back? And she said, yeah, she eventually just refunded the $40, but she didn't seem sorry or care that she literally running a business based on lies and exploiting people. I would never have gone to her if I hadn't come across your video, because it wasn't that deep, but it made me so mad seeing that and watching you cry because of her, which I thought was really sweet. And yeah, so I told her that, but I did also let her know that it was dangerous to go there. As I told you guys, the girl, she did threaten violence at one point. So that did kind of make me a bit knowing that she went to her house to confront her. Yeah, and yeah, I did say in here, like I've just told you guys, that's the only reason I did end up paying her, and I've never left an appointment feeling so defeated and attacked before. And then the girl was like, I mean, I had my mum with me, so there was nothing she could do to me, which is fair. I probably should have kept my mum with me at my appointment. And then I said to her, hey, weird request, but would you mind if I use this conversation in another video? I won't put your name or icon in it or anything, just screenshots of the conversation. That's why there's the little hearts by her where her icon would be, just for, you know, keeping her anonymity. She said, yeah, of course, that's totally fine. Are you going to expose her? Because I am so here for it. And I don't know how I feel about that. Obviously, it is something that I should expose, but if the account is gone, I don't know what there is for me to expose. If you guys do want the name of the Instagram account, then go ahead and just leave a comment in the other video, and I will just put it in the comments because I have nothing to lose at this point. But yeah, I said I think people would want an update on the situation. I have a lot of questions and speculation about the video, so I might just turn it into a Q&A, which I've done. And then, you know, we just said our yada yada yadas, yada yada yada. You know, yeah, I was just telling her how crazy the situation is, thanking her for the information and everything. And that was basically it. So that is that on that video, you guys. I hope that I've answered all of your questions, and I hope that you guys have gotten something from the experience that I had, because obviously not a lot of people have just money to throw at terrible makeup, you know. So I do hope that you guys did like that video, and I hope that this video was able to clarify some things for you guys. Any questions, concerns, or anything else that you have further, like I said, just go ahead and leave them in the other video. This video will have the comments turned off, but if you would like to see a video of this kind of topic again, if you would like me to go to like a best reviewed or a worst reviewed this, or I don't know, whatever it is that you guys want to see, then go ahead and leave a thumbs up on this video, and I will do my best to film. Once again, thank you guys so much for your support and keeping up with my channel. I am really close to reaching my YouTube goals for the year, so that is super exciting, and I'll keep you guys posted on how that's going. But until then,